Hello and welcome back to the Quarry garden and back to the white garden. I'm just trying to remove this pot. This is a grass that I used last year when I was making up some pots for here in the white garden. It's a blue June, Lamus blue June grass. Often found by coastal sites, coastal resorts. Very spiky, but it's one of the few grasses that's a lovely grey colour for here in the white garden. Now, it did actually outgrow its pot. This is the second pot it was in last year. It grew huge, and I'm going to try and cut it in half to make two pots out of it. If I can ever get it out of this pot. And if you're going to do this type of thing, this is the best time of year to do it. Okay, that's the video over with. It took so long, but that's what I'm ending up with. Two halves of a very nice grey grass. So it's the next day, having so many rain showers, but at least now it's not constant rain all day for days on end. We keep getting bright spells in between. So hopefully the sun doesn't spoil the video too much. It's not something I'm used to. But I've got the pot. This is a rather large pot, and inside of it I fill it full of logs. You could fill it full of stones, any sort of packaging, anything to give it some weight so it doesn't blow over in the wind. And then the pot I used to make the display is a plastic pot which fits quite nicely inside. And it just means that you're not having to fill the whole pot with potting compost. Filled this already, so I'm now ready just to add the plants. So I've added the grass to the centre of the pot, and this grass will grow quite large in size, in height and width. If it was in the ground, you're looking at 3 to 4 feet in height, smaller in a pot, but width-wise can grow anything from 1 to 2 feet in the ground. But again, it will be restricted in this pot. Last year, I actually kept it within a black plastic pot. Didn't do much good because it actually grew out from the bottom of the pot. So this year, I've just planted it straight into the display. Around it, I'm going to add bedding begonia. This is what we call bedding begonia, and this is non-stop white. And this is a 6-pack that I picked up from the local garden centre, and it will be enough to go right round this pot. So I'm just going to add them all the way around. It'll take a few weeks before it'll fill out, but when it does, because I had this combination last year, it looks really pretty. That's the first pot complete. A couple of weeks and it'll have doubled in size. In front of it, I've got a pot that I made about 2 or 3 weeks ago now, and that's filled out already. That has geraniums, fuchsia, lobelia, verbena. I think that's it. It's just starting to trail lovely over the sides of the pot. So this is totally different to the white pots that I've made up earlier. This one is full of colour. The pot, it's quite a tall pot, but I filled the bottom with plastic pots just so I didn't have to fill the whole pot up with potting soil, potting compost. In the middle, I've added a canna. This is a bright orange canna. You can grow these from tubers earlier in the spring, and I'm going to try and overwinter this one, so I've got it for next year. And I've bought some what we call pot bedding plants. The first one is, I think you may know it as creeping jenny, Lishmachia, not quite sure how you pronounce that, but I think commonly known as creeping jenny, and that's going to go in there. And that will give a lovely contrast to these lovely bronze, dark chocolate leaves. Also got some bedding begonias, again, non-stop orange, these ones. And then a lovely geranium. dark brown, bronzy leaves with a lovely green edge, bright orange flowers. So I think you can see the theme here. I've already potted the canna in the middle. This is going to go right in front of it, just like that. Now the canna will actually grow to about 2 to 3 feet in height, so it'll be way up here in about 3 or 4 weeks time. And obviously everything else will grow and fill in around it. The other geranium, I'm going to put at the back, so you can see the types of colours that I've gone for. And then the bedding begonias. And they look lovely against that geranium. So they're just going to go in either side like that. And they really do give a lovely pop of colour. I think the colours all complement each other. Then at the side, I've got this creeping Jenny. And this will fill out and grow right down either side. And then I've got more of the begonias for the back, either side of the back. So I'm filling all 4 corners. And again, these are non-stop. They'll flower all summer and they'll grow quite big. And then another creeping Jenny for the other side, like that. And that lovely green, limey chartreuse green, I think is a lovely contrast to the green edged geranium. So I'll just pack that all in with potting compost and I'll give you a close up at the end. I love a pot that just looks great from the get-go, even before it fills out. I'll come back in a couple of weeks and show you how all of them are doing. So way back in March, these hydrangeas were in different positions. This one came from way back over there. Needed to move it because I'm taking this bamboo out. And the one on the other side of the path came from the middle of the border on the other side. And they've never missed a beat. Probably because of all the rain that we've had over the last couple of months. It's packed full of flowers, as are the other ones. And I'm just so pleased that they both survived the move. But the ones that give me the most joy are the 2 hydrangeas that I grew from cuttings from this plant 2 years ago. Let me show you those next. So on either side of the path are the 2 hydrangeas that I've grown from cuttings. Cuttings that I took 2 years ago. And yes, they're about half the size of the other ones, but they're really quite tall and they're bulking up quite nicely. And I just love it when you can get plants for free. So it's the intention this year to take more cuttings so I can have 2 more for the other corners next to the other paths. But I thought I'd end today's video and give you a tour of the white garden and also a tour of the other areas in the garden that have got flowering shrubs the beginning of June. So thanks for watching and I hope to see you soon.